Just checking out the walkthrough King's Mine. That's funny. Name sounds familiar, but can't quite place it. Anyway, I saw a sign here. Eh, I see what you did there. Hey everybody, One of Wiisdom here. It is 4:08 a.m. on April 28th, and I just spent an eternity editing a Wiisdom Plays Minecraft episode, and it, of course, had to do with the sheep stuff. Again, I started the sheep stuff on Wiisdom Plays Minecraft before I started this mess. It panned out that we were gonna have these two things going on at the same time, basically. So, for better or worse. But what I want to do this episode, we got a couple of pressing needs. Number one, I feel like I brought mending books back with me, and that's kind of something we'd need mending on. As you know, sheep will need grass to grow their wool, and we want them to grow wool because in order for us to dye and have the wool available for projects, we will need them to be able to regrow it. So I plan to take out all of the bottom. I'll leave the edges this time stone, unlike in my solo world, where everything was dirt and rails are underneath. I'm going to have that stone just for the aesthetics of the ravine. I think it'll look the best. And then basically the 3x3 area for each pin will be grass. To keep it tracking in the event that, all the sheep were to clean out an area, we'll have like a emergency row of grass. I'll probably connect back there as well. I'm going to work towards accomplishing that. What else did I have on the agenda for today? Let's see. I don't know what time it is. Let's check by going up here. We've got some things we're gonna be doing, I'll tell you. So I'll be working on that primarily off camera. No need for you to endure that yet again. But if you recall, we are in a flower forest. And that is so beneficial to not only the dye for our sheep, but also some other interesting allocations and allotments, if you will. Where we left off, you have to realize, if you watched episode 68, I started recording that. And then, of course, 69 was already a part of that episode, right? So there's this whole mess here. BlackPant has released his episode where he took the time to create all of those signs. And our one shining point, I suppose, is that it was a complete pain for him. And I can totally relate to that because of the amount of time it takes. There we go. And he's left his fish. These are fish I believe I gave him. Anyway, did he block run or was this always here? That may have always been there. I think this connects to Soap's place. He replanted the trees, which was pretty nice of him. But ironically, I think we might want these cleared out anyway because of the city build. But good old BlackPants, I mentioned to him, hey, maybe next time. Looks like Soaps has actually possibly been on here. I'm not sure though. I said, hey, maybe next time you could stop back by, Wiisdom Steak and Seafood and possibly, make a purchase. Could have been our first customer. And to my credit, I have not checked to see if he did that, but the point of the matter is, shots have been fired. Now, way earlier, in the Minelogix seat, I do have food, yes, unlike BlackPants. But much earlier, he and Celsi had tried to prank me and outwitted them. You think they would have given up, but no. He just has to do this. And by the way, BlackPants, that does not count as your episode that you owe me from me not calling you the Walkthrough King during your stream. But look at all these beautiful flowers, right? Now, there's some flowers in particular that have a special property. And I believe I have seen some of those, and I'm just not quite sure if this little force I'm thinking of is at Well, hello. At his place or elsewhere. And by the way, I've complained to MC Pro Hosting. Has anyone been there? Freaking nuts. Okay, I have complained to MC Pro Hosting. I've been at 4 bars. It's 4 in the morning. I am the only person on the server. I'm probably one of the only people up. Why have we not been down here? Oh, don't shoot me off, bro. That's crazy. Hey, that is actually kind of good to know. I'm going to head back towards the beacon because clearly I've gotten off the beaten path. But I've complained to them, and I said, you know, what am I doing in Phoenix? You nuts. You know, one of the reasons I picked to host through them was that they offered us a Dallas location, which is closer to me than Phoenix by an awful considerable margin. This is like the Death Woods. Every time I come through here and get lost, there's just like infinite mobs. And it's getting dark. Anyway, apparently they have reopened a Dallas location. No one notified me that my server was being moved from Dallas to Phoenix, I guess a while back. And I'm not too thrilled about that. And so they said they would move it back to Dallas, and I said, yes, I would very much appreciate that. And so I'm trying to figure out now if there's going to be any downtime, and that is one of the reasons I am here and actually recording this at this point in time. So, there's what I was looking for. I guess we would have tracked to it eventually. But we can't just have people running around pranking us. Oh, no, no. We're going to head back over here, because I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is nighttime, man. Come on. Okay. I wonder when this will ever take off. I've also considered, like, one of the things that threw me off with that shop was having to do, like, a modern vibe, which is something BlackPant came up with. I'm fine with that, and I'm going to redo the shop, actually. That's one of the things this episode is I try really hard not to sneeze. Mission accomplished. And, I don't know, man. Modern's not really my style, especially in Minecraft. But, is that another creeper? Tell ya. Oh, hello! Well, look at you, Mr. Burns a lot. Needless to say, here's a skeleton. What we've run into is a bit of a situation here. So I was going to redo that, and I needed the wool for an awning, honestly, is kind of what I wanted to do. I should put a sign there that says BlackPants. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, as we seek our retribution, moment of truth. Did he buy anything? Nope. Sure didn't. What a jerk. Could have been the first customer, but chose to do this instead. So, I don't even know if I have enough inventory slots to clean this up, but I'm going to get to work on it. Hopefully I don't break my glass. I feel like I ought to go put Silk Touch on an axe or something. But, oh, lovely. I'll be doing this for a long time, and I'll catch you guys back here shortly. And I think these are the last two. We've cleared it out, finally. Broke one piece of glass. That was a witch for a second. Broke this stair that I want to put back in now. Broke one axe, which, honest to gosh, had like one hit on it. And then this one was brand new, and it's dang near out of service. There's actually, truth be told, one more sign right there. You can't really see it. There was one on the same block on this side. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one there just as a little reminder, should we ever need to be inspired. But accidentally broke a piece of glass, and then felt like something else. I'm not sure what it was, but we've gotten that taken care of. Let's come over here. Luckily, I have some slots in this one. So, here we go. We'll just set things up like this. It's what? 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Almost 13 stacks of signs, I think. Pretty sure we've gotten them all. So yeah, that was a little tedious endeavor there. But anyway, it's 4:36 in the morning. And I think what I'm going to do here, I've needed to do this for a long time. I'm going to go ahead and put the waterfall in, I guess, on this side. I know, it's been coming for a long time, right? And I might change this out, because truth be told, as much as I like the roof structure with this block, I don't really think it works well here. So we'll probably switch that out too. And this is not final. This is like me waiting for wool for an awning. So he hasn't technically spoiled our grand opening because the shop isn't complete just yet. But so I will get to work on this. Hopefully this little bit of polished and it's going to be enough for us. And I'll catch back with some progress. Okay, I believe I've laid this out correctly. So that would mean we can step up here. Was that on the same? I guess it's going to flow down regardless, right? There it comes. Just laggy. Huh. And does it mirror on the other side? I believe it does. Good lord, the lag. Rebarring. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's 4:42 in the morning. You know, that said, man, we finally did it. Well, we're not done yet. I need to still do the glass. Sadly. And I might knock that out this episode too, but hey, you know what? I've chopped down a lot of signs today. Why not take these down too? Thanks to everybody that voted. But the consensus was everyone preferred the flowing water. And now I've got 2 more signs to add to my collection right here. And that's always going to be handy, because it's not like I had enough signs here already from cleaning the brink up. What I think I'll do now is, while we're out here, just go ahead and clean this up. And I think we'll just see what it looks like with the stone brick. It should look pretty decent, I must say. So I'll grab a little bit of this. I don't know if we want to turn all of it in. Let's try that. Keep a little bit of smooth stone on us. But yeah, I'll, what was that? Hick this away and see what we can't do. Alright, I think that looks a bit better. And you know what? I was sitting here thinking, I've got this little spot in here, and I was about to throw down the stone bricks, but I don't have any in my inventory. And I thought, you know, that'd kind of be a cool place for furnace, right? And I thought to myself, well, I'll just run out and make some. I've got the adequate cobble. Why on earth would I do that when I could just take some of these from the original prankster gangster of the server, right? And, you know, technically, that was those fish were Christmas gifts, but, one of those things, right? Maybe we'll, save those for him. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But, let's throw that in there, that there. And, yeah, let's come in and see what these furnaces look like. Then we'll go grab those fish. Maybe we'll keep them separate for BlackPants. Let's see. Will that actually connect? It does. So that's cool. And we could have a crafting table right there, just to kind of fill the gap. It makes more sense to have a furnace, but honestly, it's easier for me to make this. I think that looks decent. Question is, does it look bad from the outside? It shouldn't, because we've got that pillar there. Very nice indeed. What is connecting that? Well, that's a block versus a pane, right? So, what would look cool there? If a slab would function for us, do I? Yes, I've got some. That should complete the aesthetic there. Right? Kind of do that. Maybe put some chests up there or something. We'll decorate this place out, rest assured. Let's go ahead and get this door back up just so we can say we have it. Bada bing, bada boom. We will. Where's my button? Did I place the button? Must have put the button in here. There's the button. Wonderful. Let's go ahead. That worked better there. How many slabs do we have left? I always forget. Oh, well, that works perfect. I don't know that we'll like this, but it would add a little. Yeah, that's okay. We need another bouton, so we'll craft that. Always nice to get in and out of the door, right? There's that. And do this. Came together fairly well here. So, oh yes, his fish. Silly me, the Christmas gift. Shouldn't have despawned yet. They have not. But, really? Okay. I'm wondering if the guys, I got an email response, I'm wondering if they're migrating the host right now. Like, converting the server. Not quite sure. But there's that, and you gotta realize, like, all this is gonna get covered up by the wool when I get the awning going. So we'll probably wait. I did change the steps over here. I think that looks a little swankier. But, I think it looks... Oh, didn't realize that was there. Maybe we'll take that down too. I'll be working on it some more, and we'll just come back and check the progress when we're there. Ladies and gentlemen, the last thing I did in Minelogix, very, very late, like Thursday night, Friday morning, was complain about how my ping was horrible, and the lag was getting worse, and how I was going to contact MC Pro Hosting, and I did. And overnight, like, unlike Amazon with their non-existent customer service to satisfy wronging me by not delivering Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which they had promised to do on the day of release, which was yesterday, which is why I'm not streaming it right now, MC Pro Hosting stepped up to the plate. We relocated the server node. Everything was basically transferred over from Phoenix, where I never put it to begin with, but whatever, to Dallas, which is one of the reasons I selected them, because if you didn't know, if you live in Alaska and you're going to host a Minecraft server and there's an option to have one in Anchorage, and your other option is to have one in Miami Beach, Florida, even though Miami Beach might sound a little bit more interesting to you, you probably want to stick as close to home as possible. So, look at this. I've never had ping like this on my own server. It's been light years. That's amazing. And look, it's better than Badline, better than Hypixel. Suck it. So pretty cool, I have to say. However, I was on last night to finish some things up, and I discovered something a little disturbing. Here I are. Okay, so here I was, right? And where I left off, I had like the clip where I said, I really want to, get the grass in here. And so I thought, I should do that. I should go silk touch grass. And I did. And I went out this direction. Which, the weirdest thing, it was not the time of day I thought it would be. Daytime now. But walk with me, if you will. So, I've already recorded the clips. You've seen them because I'll put them chronologically. But I came up here and I just started taking out grass. I wasn't recording. I was just going to get grass and have that done because I said I would. And I trekked through here weirdly. Here's probably some of the places I took grass out. And there's a couple of slots I accidentally punched because of shovel's efficiency, so on and so forth. I found another flippin' ravine, or like a couple of ravines on here, and then in my solo world, a million of them. But right by the city, near, I think right here, this turns out to be like quite to the descent there, eh? So I thought that was interesting because I don't think I've ever really seen that before. But needless to say, I was coming through here getting this stuff, and I came up and I was like, "Are there signs on my shop?" And you probably noticed something else if you paid attention to the episode. I was sitting here like, "What? No way. I know he's been in UHC after UHC after UHC. He didn't get back on here." And then I was like, something else is wrong too. I guess it's just all these stupid signs. And then I opened my inventory and I was like, wait, that axe broke. And then I was like, wait, I put stone brick all over this thing. And then I turned around and I was like, what else did I do this episode? And I was like, oh yeah, I took those signs away because I placed all the granite here and replicated that side to this side. And guess what? It's all gone. And I don't know why. I'm not sure how. That's honestly, I think, all I did. Basically, we took all his crud down from the prank, redid pretty much the entire front fascia, cleaned up, fixed. The good news is now if I can do this without breaking some of the blocks I accidentally did, we could save a little face there. But I'd even put down like a border of green glass and a border of dark blue glass. The dark blue, you like don't even see it. It's so cool looking. But I was just like coming through there, you know, silk touching a bunch of grass, and what was I gonna do? Something. I was either gonna decorate this like I talked about, or something strange along those lines. And then it just like, whoa, what's the deal? Now I have the backup. I mean, the last thing I did was right here on this server in this area, and then I came in and I backed it up. And then I sent the email and said like, yo, MC Pro, time to move this thing to Dallas, homies. And they're like, you got it, M8, great, whatever, slang jargon insert here. And all was good in the hood, man. At work with our horrible internet. I checked it before I left work Friday. I had 5 bars, and I was like, no way. It's amazing. Yeah, so apparently I've got to redo all this. This is not a joke. This is not some flashback thing. This is legitimate. It's like I've got to freaking destroy all this again. So that sucks. It's a minor setback, but again, me loading the backup file, that would, I think, honestly be more of a headache and take more time than just redoing everything again. So that's what I'll be doing. This is like the prank that serves itself twice, I guess. But rest assured, there will be retribution, and it shall be glorious. Which we kind of started on that at the beginning of this episode, but I didn't know I was going to have to do this again. There goes that axe in about the same time frame as it did last time, but won't make you guys watch this, but obviously this is going to take me a while, so I'll get started on this. Again, I really do think it'll be quicker just to redo everything I did. And it wasn't a ton, but it was quite a bit, you know. Anyhow, I've got a long night ahead of me now, so are his furnaces still? Yes, even the furnaces are still there with the fish, so great. Yeah, congratulations, BlackPants. Got 2 for 1 out of this prank. So, nonetheless, guys, I'll eradicate all this again, which I plan to time-lapse what I've already done of this. But, yeah. And then, yeah, I think the furnaces do look better there. That's what we did, so. Anyway, I'll be back, and then we'll proceed on with our lives. So, ow. You know, last time I think it was this one that I broke. Headgum. And that log went outside, didn't it? I bet it did. Jeez. And I put a button. I put a button when I redid this thing and made the stone bricks. I had a button here. That's weird. Come now. 4 bars. I'll tell you what. Well, I'm gonna carefully, because I broke like that piece of glass last time, and I think one of the blue ones too. So, oh, I did it again! I broke that sign last time too. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna go concentrate on this and I'll be back. Alright, so 20-30 minutes later, and all the signs are gone. I've gotten that straightened back out, so we've got the flowing water on both sides. About the only thing I haven't done that I did is break those 3 signs. We'll take care of that. I added stone slabs up here. I just happen to have some, and I thought it might look cool. It kind of does, but I then ran out of them. I have 2 more now because I had to make some special blocks. I don't really want to cover that up because last time I just left one of those. This time I left both of them. Let's see what it looks like here. Kind of like that. I think it looks... I guess we do technically need some there to make it look right, for better or worse. So let's go ahead and do that. And only made really one other significant change. So forever immortalized, just viewers of my channel will know, BlackPant signs are still on the roof to forever commemorate the beginning of the prank war. So let me show you what I changed. It's very, very minor. Like, I put this block here last time, and then I just had the buttons, you know, here. And then I was like, no, I bet that would blend really well, and it does. It blends fantastically. I liked it so much I put it here, but I guess I could make little levers. I'm out of smooth stone, though, but I've still got the levers on those sides. So, that said, my nephew is... Oh, you know, I need to put those blocks here now. I happen to have the ability to do that. Cool. Okay. But yeah, my nephew's wanting me to, like, play in a little JFF UHC. I don't know if I can, though. I don't think I could record it at all. I also switched that to cobble. I had a crafting table last time. I decided I liked the continuity of the cobble better. I also liked having the crafting tables readily available, but we'll sleep. Oh, that's interesting. Let me run right up on it. Oh, it was like a magenta color. I kind of thought it was cool. Something that he did inspire me to do with all those sign placements the second time I wailed through taking them down, I decided it would kind of be cool if I were to come in over here in the employee section, you know, and have like directions to the employees or something. You know, that way no one's really going to see them. No, you won't see them because this little pricing menu will cover them up, basically. So we might do that. We still are going to, you know, tweak, decorate, finish out this place, put tables. Oh yeah, that's got to be like that. Things along those lines. But we will see. I think it's coming together quite nicely. All the airspace now that you used to see the daylight, that's covered up by the slabs we just placed, which I think that's a perk of it. What is going on there? Actually, I don't know that I like that now. I think I did it like for venting, or... I have no idea, really. But it's objectionable to me. I don't know if we can... Oh my gosh. I don't know if we can place this or not. I see. So that's the way it's going to be, is it? Did I throw that? I don't think I did. I think I put it in my inventory. What's the problem here? Is this just a slab that needs a staircase? What's going on? That was a stair. This is a stair. Can we now get into it? Thank you. Why did we not place those? I wonder. Sure, I had some valid reason. You know what? This might look good too. Just go out this way. Let's take a gander at that. I like it being filled better than just having a gap, I suppose. So we gotta get it back up to the roof. But now, let's go ahead. Oh, please. This dirt is not a finished... Come on. I knew that was gonna happen. Break it as a block, you jerk of a game. I like that better. This will be gone. I just have this like weird structure here. I'm trying to like do a balcony, not a balcony, but an awning. And that's the big reason I needed a sheep, if you didn't put 2 and 2 together just yet. But I kind of want to do like a white and a blue. I think it might look cool. So we will see what we can throw together there. But now we need a stair, and I have one. And this weird roof thing should be fixed. Aside from that, because you're in a weird place, and that must be... I think I remember trying to do something special there when we first built this, and I don't think it worked. Boom. Plain Jane, boring, maybe, but hey, it's universal, so I'm cool with it. The backside. Oh, please. Do we have any weird gaps like the front side? Yes. Dadgummit. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's just do it right here. Should be fine. The slabs are still on my inventory, the hotbar at least. Boom. I like it. Okay, cool. Now, something else I thought of while having to clear all this out. I had sort of the dock framework there, and by, okay, lag. By there, I mean like all these structures. I'm kind of thinking we could do like a to-go deal. Granted, this doesn't really connect much, but hey, it's the thought that counts. I thought it might sort of be cool. That's just kind of in, and I kind of want to like deck this out. Possibly like put down slabs or dock work or something. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. I think it'll turn out decent. That's another story for another day, but for the second time we've built that. We've refinished the front of our restaurants and shop, if you will. And we took down all of TWK's signs. I replaced that when it's not quite the same as it was, but whatever. So I will finish out these... I was going to say, how long will it stay there? I'll finish sort of tweaking this out just a little bit, and then we'll be done. So, as always, thanks so much for watching, and I believe this is probably the end of the episode. Could be wrong. We'll find out, but I gotta go figure out what I'm doing about this JFFUHC, and I will catch you back here for more action from the Minelogix server. Adios.